Hi there, this is Shaun from Seagull Hair Salon in downtown New York City. Today I'm here to do a tutorial on how to touch up your roots. Now, I'm going crazy because I have highlights and you can see that my hair is brown and my top knot is blonde. Normally, Janice, who works with me at Seagull Hair Salon, and you can find her at Piggy Huggums on Instagram, that's PIGGUYHUGGUMS. Normally she does my highlights, but I can't take it anymore. So today I'm gonna do my roots and I'm gonna show you a quick tutorial on how to do the parts that mostly you can see. I'm not gonna focus on the whole thing, but mainly I'm gonna get the parts that are really driving me crazy. So what you're gonna need a bowl like this. I have chosen my base color of 916. Sorry, 916. Whoops, that reads the wrong way. Oh, anyways, it's 9/16. You can see that reflected the wrong way in the mirror. What the fuck ever. But that's what I'm gonna use to make my roots a little bit lighter to match my hair a little bit more. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, like I said, you'll need a bowl like this. You'll need your Celeston Perfect Wella color, and I'm using 916. Now you can choose whatever color you want. I'm choosing 9 because 9 is the color that I want to achieve, and my base color is a 7. That's a levels. So 7 is a level of darkness, which is what I have, and 9 is a level of darkness, which is what I'm going for. So today I'm using the Wella Celeston Perfect 916, and I'm gonna be mixing that with Wella Celeston Perfect 30 volume peroxide developer, or 9%, as you can see here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna undo my top knot and take down my hair. It's a little bit, this is a hair screw, by the way. They're really cool. If you haven't seen them before, they're really awesome. I'm then gonna use this rat tail comb to section off my hair. And I'm gonna put it basically in 4 sections. My hair is really super dirty right now because we've all been at home and I can't stand to shampoo my own hair. And as you can see, my roots are quite a bit different than what my highlights are. And that's what's driving me really crazy right now. So I'm gonna brush out my hair, careful not to agitate my scalp, because the color is gonna sting just a little bit the way the color does. So, I'm gonna section my hair first, right down the middle, pull it to either side. Oh Lord, would you look at that mess. Oh, God, can you believe what a wreck. That's why I put on some of this pretty teal colored makeup so I wouldn't look quite a wreck for all y'all. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this brush. This is a hair painting brush that you can get pretty much anywhere online or at a beauty store if there's one open near you. I already have my formula pre-mixed. That's my Wella Celeston 916 and my 30 volume or 9% developer. You want the consistency to kind of like hang off of the brush, but not drip. But you don't want it so thick that you can't spread it. So now that I've sectioned the 2 parts off, I'm gonna take the 2 back sections. So we're doing 4 sections. I'm gonna pin this away with my alligator clamp. Same with the other side. Now, you can use all kinds of clips. You can use duckbill clips like this, or if you're in a pinch, you can use barrettes that you have at home. Now see, I've got one side out there and one side out there. The back of my hair I'm not gonna worry about too much because I don't have that much of it. I'll show you. Like this. But I'm gonna only go to about here because I have an undercut. So first things first, I'm gonna start with the very top I'm gonna paint on the color. You can see I have some dandruff there. And I'm just gonna go down to about where I think the line of demarcation of my color is. You can see here, it's pretty easy. Just painting it on, going all the way to the back, like so. Then I'm going to take my rat tail comb, and I'm going to work with the two front sections only. So I'm going to start by going just maybe about a ½ inch of a section. I'm going to pull that section over, like so. Oops, I dropped a little. As you can see, it's okay though, because I've caped myself up. You can also use a towel to cover yourself up in case you get any drips. That works too. And I'm going to continue that like so until I get most of my roots covered. And now take note of like the difference in color that I have here, because you're going to see an end result later that's quite a bit lighter. You can also use the end of your brush to section the hair. And you can paint this way if you want to, or you can paint this way if you want to. It doesn't really matter. If your hair is compromised with bleach, like mine is with the highlights, sometimes it's a little bit easier to paint this way. So you're seeing where the hair demarcation line actually starts. And then going right to the root. So, how are you all doing? I mean, I think we're all going a little bit stir crazy, and we're what, like 3 or 5 days into this? I don't know how it's gonna go. Not going well for me. Hairdressers, as a general rule, are pretty performative. So it's really weird to be trapped inside of our house and not be able to talk to people. I'm sure you all understand. Now I'm going quickly, and it's a little bit messy, but that's okay because we're all just staying inside for the next month or two. Who knows how long? So I'm being a little bit, I'm trying to like do it like y'all would do at home. I'm just like not being super duper careful, but I'm also being careful not to like overlap where my existing blonde highlights already are. Anyone in New York been reading the news today? It sounds like there might be a 3-month lockdown going on. Pretty crazy. Crazy times, crazy stuff. The coffee shop was open today, so I'm good and caffeinated. I want to make sure and get my front hairline there too. And it looks like my clip is getting kind of stuck back there, so I'm just going to take it off. Because, fuck it. It's bothering me. It's in my way. And now I can reach more of my hair anyway. You can see I'm just painting it on those spots. Oh yeah, that's much easier without the clip, even though I can't quite see what I'm doing. But maybe you can. This is pretty easy and pretty quick. I mean, I know I'm a professional, but I'm really not applying hair color as if I were. You can see I missed a spot in the front there. I'm gonna have to go back and get that in a minute. Right, there we go. And I put on I was not in a super good mood when I left the house today, so I put on a little bit of that teal eyeshadow like I was talking about, just to lift my spirits. I was gonna play a little bit of James Taylor today in the salon, but I couldn't get the system to work. We use Sonos and Spotify, and I don't know, it just wouldn't work for me. This is gonna be a really long video, but hopefully I'm gonna be shortening it up at home later with my husband, who knows how to use some video editing tools. You can see I'm kind of running out of hair here because I'm reaching the bottom towards where my undercut is, and also, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm not being too fussy. I'm just kind of hitting it where it needs to get hit. And so for me, since I don't want to color this part of my hair on the underneath, I'm just going to leave that short stuff alone. Now that I've got that top part done, I'm just going to flip it all over and use my rat tail comb again to start doing the other side. Oh, look at that. Perfect. You can see I'm going pretty far back. I'm drinking some Diet Coke today, which I don't normally drink Diet Coke, but you know, times are rough, and whatever gets you through the night, for me it happens to be a Diet Coke. Or I guess this is more like the daytime, but since this is the last time I can be in the salon for a while, I came here during the day, even though I'm more of a night owl. Oh, there's that pesky clip again. Let's just get rid of that. Because it's causing us trouble, and there's no rules anymore about anything really. It's kind of like we're all Mad Maxing it out here, or Mad Maxing it, or I am Sam, or The Road, or whatever your flavor of apocalyptic doom movie is, if you have that. I have a penchant for them myself. Oh, you see I dripped again, but it's okay because I'm wearing my cape. I'm going with the sections. Now I'm getting the hang of it. I haven't done this, honestly, in probably 20 years. I've always had somebody else doing my color. But nobody's here, so what the fuck, right? And I don't want to look like shit all the time. So a lot of these products you can buy, I know that you can buy the Wella Coleston 9/16 color on Amazon.com, which is why I used it. Because even though it might take a few days to ship to you, you're gonna get it eventually. And also, where are you really going? So you can see here, I'm doing my roots like that. I'm not paying a lot of attention to being extra careful, but I am making sure to get my hairline, because oh, look at that. Well, I'm gonna mess up your foundation, but that's okay too, because you're at home and you can wash your face and put it on again. There we go. And see, I'm getting pretty close to being done. Uh-oh, that's a big section. It's a little bit too big. So I'm cutting it in half. I'm trying to paint that on from where you can tell that I'm not really doing a very good job, but I'm getting most of my hair. That's gonna make me happy. And that's what's important, ladies, is that you feel happy. Doesn't matter how you look that much. If you feel confident, you're gonna look fantastic, and everyone knows that. So basically, that's kind of the last piece of my hair, I think. You could tell me if there's more, except that we're not live, so you can't, but there we go. Do I have most of it? I can't tell. Now I've gotten the two sides done, that's for sure. We can see that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just to be safe, I'm just gonna turn around and paint some hair just randomly. And you can see that I'm obviously not really paying much attention to what I'm doing because I just want my hair done. So even if I get a little bit of my undercut, I don't care because someone's gonna be able to fix it sometime later, maybe in the next 3 months. Who knows? Like I said, we just don't know what's happening. But basically that's it. Oh Lord, that one almost went right in my eye. I don't know what I'd do. I don't think this is what are you calling that? This isn't, oh God, what are those businesses called that are staying open? Well, it's not critical, we'll just say that. So if I were to get hair color in my eye, although it would sting a little bit, it doesn't do any permanent damage to your eyeball. But certainly, I don't think there's an ambulance coming because some fag got some fucking hair color in their eyeball. Can you imagine the conversation? Oh my God, I was doing my roots at home, like this person on YouTube showed me and I got hair color in my eye. I'm gonna need a coronavirus test. Oh. But anyways, one of the wonderful things about chemicals is they just burn everything off. There's lots of ammonia in here, and I haven't read the statistics, but I think that it probably disrupts the virus. So I'm gonna go away for a little bit. I'm gonna pin this hair up. Careful not to touch the ends to my roots, and just keep it out of the way. There we go, that's good. Now I'll be back in a little bit. We're gonna wait about 25 minutes for this hair to process, and then I'm gonna rinse it out. I'm gonna wash it gently with some shampoo, and then I'll be back to talk to you. I'm not gonna put myself under heat. I'm not gonna do anything to speed up the process because, again, what are we really doing? How busy are you? Maybe you're busy. I'm not busy.
I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes. Oh, you can see I'm taking my mask off for a second. 20-minute timer. We'll hear it when it goes off.
Now, I'm just gonna come back and check in. Oh, look at that. And you can see how the roots are already pretty light and starting to look a little bit more like the color that's up here. Now, after this, I could choose to use like a pink color or, a toner of your choice to make this like a little bit cooler. You could use like a level 9 or a level 10. Again, the leveling system works from 1 to 10. 10 being basically white or very, very blonde. 9 being a little bit darker. So since I'm doing this color, and normally I have bleach highlights up here, and this is just regular permanent color, the tone's gonna be a little bit wonky. So to draw the two together, at the end, I might use, like I said, a pink color, maybe a teal to match my eyebrows, but more than likely, I'm just gonna use a regular blonde. And I'm gonna run right now and get a couple of examples of that you can also buy on Amazon or hopefully at your local beauty store, if it's still open. I think it's essential, I don't know that it is. So, some of the toners that I might use, once this is blonde enough to match this, to even out the color that's gonna be here and the color that's gonna be here, I might decide to use a toner like 917, which is Wella Color Touch. And that is the 9 stands for a level 9, like what we said before. 1 to 10 is the leveling system. So 9 is pretty light, close to 10, which is like white or the lightest blonde. And the 97 is like kind of a blue base with a violet background. So the 9 is the blue and the 7 is the violet. And that's gonna cool out the tones by canceling out yellow. It's also gonna keep it a little bit warm and soft. I might also use 916 in Color Touch by Wella. And the 1 stands for ash and the 6 stands for violet. Now we all really love this color at the hair salon. It works mostly for anybody, for most skin tones. Because you've got the 1, which is ash, and then you've got the 6, which is violet. And I personally think that violet works on all skin tones. Some people disagree with me, I don't care. I might also use our own Seagull Fantasy in pink. Because who cares? Now is the time to dye your hair whatever the fuck color you want, because it's your hair. I just realized another option that I could use to tone my hair or even out the color between here and here if I want to go a little bit crazier is Pretty in Pink. And that's by Pravana, Pretty in Pink by Pravana. And I believe that you can also, here's the thing, it says Pravana. I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty not clear. But anyways, I could also use that to even out the tone of my hair. So you have lots of options, a myriad of options, many options. So, as you can see, you just heard my alarm clock go off. Or I'm sorry, rather my kitchen timer, all-purpose kitchen timer. That was on for 25 minutes. Now, I'm gonna go wash my hair. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now I'm back. I've washed my hair, and I personally have used a Milbon smoothing treatment. It's really a nice smoothing treatment. And I'm gonna undo my hair. We're gonna have a look and see what color my roots are. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? They're so much less crazy than they were when we started. But now you can see, it looks like it's all too blonde at the roots, where the rest of my hair has like a variegation of color through it. So I think that I'm gonna use something that, like we talked about, as a toner to even out those tones. So I'm gonna go mix that up right now. You stay here. Listen to some Jackson Browne if you can, because it's always very calming, even though he's problematic. So I'm gonna go mix that up, and I'll be right back. And again, you're gonna want a bowl like this, a brush like the one we used, and I think that I am gonna use the 916 from Color Touch, which we talked about, to even out the gold that you can see here, and the other color that you can see here. Be right back, I'm gonna go mix up. Stay still. I made a decision when I went back there to mix up my color. And I decided that instead of just using the 916, which is what I used for my base color with permanent color, I'm gonna add a little bit of 881 in Color Touch, just to darken it up a little bit, because I'm a little bit nervous about how gold that is. It's a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna undo that. And the cap, when you turn it around, pierces the color, like so. And then I'm just gonna squeeze that in to this bowl to make it a little bit darker. Now, you're supposed to measure things, but I never do. I feel like I've been doing this for, well, I know I've been doing it for about 25 years, so I'm not too concerned. I'm just gonna mix that in. Oops, I forgot my gloves. Oh my God, and my cape, I forgot my cape. You know what, I'm not gonna worry about my cape right now, because I'm just not in the mood. But you should. I have like 12 of these shirts. They're the only shirts that I wear, so I'm not too worried. Again, I'm just gonna start with that part, because it's already parted down the middle for me. I'm putting this on damp hair. And this part you don't have to be so careful about, because it's not lightening your hair. It's just adding a little bit of tone, so it's not quite so gold. And I'm gonna pull this through anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, be careful. But again, you can see I'm going to that line of demarcation, which is now less visible because my roots are a little bit lighter. Fantastic, right? Yeah, I thought you'd like it. Taking bigger pieces now. I'm not so worried. I'm just really mushing it in there. Oh, look at that. So easy and so much quicker. Yep. Going right down. And I don't have to worry about this hair down here that I was being careful about before, because this color is very low ammonia. And because it's very low ammonia, I'm not going to be getting any lift out of it the way that we lifted my hair. When I say lift, I mean lighten. So big sections, just get that color on there. This doesn't require you to be too fast, but you don't want to go too slow either. Look at what a sloppy job I'm doing. I'm trying to tell you all how to do this at home, but I mean, this is how you do it at home. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be perfect. If you want perfection, you can go to those other YouTube channels and watch those ladies with really good lighting. But I just want to be blonde. And since I grew up in a trailer park, I'm really used to like brassy old blondes. It doesn't bother me quite as much. Sorry, I shouldn't talk shit about trailer park people. That's not nice. There's also just terrible stigmas there. I mean, everybody wants to look good. But I did grow up in a trailer park. Which we've just decided doesn't matter. But yeah, so now I'm getting this back part. I'm just gonna kind of turn around and kind of like haphazardly kind of like paint it on. Try and find the hair that I missed, lift it up, and just get it on there, you know what I'm saying? Even if you have to just like dip your fingers in there. I just want to get all my hair. I'm gonna like get in there with my fingers and just like rub that around. And now it's basically all in there. We'll let that sit for probably about 10 minutes for me. Some people leave their toners in for 20 minutes. I don't like to leave mine in there for quite as long. So we're gonna set our timer for 10 minutes. Right there. I don't know, can you really even see that? Kind of. I'm just gonna wait. And hope that the color is close enough when it comes off. You can already see it's darkening up a little bit there. Okay, back in a few. You can see that I also messed up my makeup while I was washing my hair. So I put a little bit of extra concealer under my eye, which is pretty visible, but I'm gonna fix that later. And now you can see this color is a little bit warmer than what I would ideally love, because we went from highlights to all over color, but I think it's a lot better than what we started with. I'll plug my hair dryer in down here. Because I like my hair to be kind of wavy usually, but I can't do that blowout on my own. I might use a curling iron later as a tutorial, but for now I just want to really get this dry, even if it's kind of rough looking. I mean, you can see as this dries, the color is starting to match a little bit more from here to here.
The sunlight and paper flowers, back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy that I was. She is dancing away from me now.
I think this is looking fantastic. I feel like Marilyn, Boy George's best friend in the 1980s, who had a pretty wonderful, you know, albeit short, recording career of his own in the 1980s in London. Now, hair salons aren't officially on lockdown until tonight, so I'm fine.